Mr. Lee, today is our 3rd wedding anniversary. What do you want?
Let me out.
Go out. I helped you take the company public. It has earned 300,000 times the amount you had at the beginning. I also manage the Lee family very well. But why do you still want to go out? Do you want to meet someone?
You don't deserve to know.
Okay. Then I will kill whoever you see.
You vicious woman.
Right. I'm heartless and cruel. The man I can't get. No one else can get it.
What are you doing?
How? You changed mind.
You said that? Our wedding anniversary. You can let me out of this cage for a day.
I did. But wouldn't you rather die in this cage than accompany with me?
I changed my mind. I would like to accompany you for a day.
What a surprise. You are willing to accompany me.
Yes. Since I can't get rid of you, instead of spending my life in this cage, why don't I see the sky outside with you? Try to accept you. When I get out, I'll tear you, this vicious man, into pieces the moment I can.
Lee Tingson, 3 years in prison haven't tamed your arrogance. Are you actually willing to lower your head? Fine. I don't care what you're plotting. Anyway, you can't escape from my grasp.
Yueshi, if you truly love someone, you don't imprison them.
If I didn't imprison you, the high and mighty President Lee, how would you even look at... Wenkin,
Yes?
unlock the door.
Yes, sir.
Where are we going?
I'll take you for a drive.
The time has come. Yueshi, do you really love me?
Of course.
But you imprisoned me for 3 years? You shredded my dignity as a man. Is this how you show your love?
If you had accepted me from the start. In these 3 years, we might have had 2 children by now. But you chose to bring this upon yourself. You can't blame me for this.
Is that so? Yueshi, go to hell. Even if I die, I'll get rid of you, this scourge.
Please, young lady, spare my life.
What are you doing?
I accidentally met the young lady's eyes. I was presumptuous. Please, young lady, spare my life.
Spare my life.
I've offended the young lady. I'm willing to gouge out my own eyes. Please, young lady, save my life. Ah!
Stop!
Mr. Lee. Don't stop me. Only by letting the young lady vent her anger can I protect my entire family?
Yueshi, you've been in a coma for a week. Dr. Tang did his utmost to save... You just woke up and you want his eyes? Yueshi, when will you ever act like a decent human being?
Mr. Lee, mind your attitude.
One person protects me, one person hates me, one person fears me. Who are they, and who am I? I didn't ask for his eyes.
If the young lady really insists on taking my life, please Please be kind to my family.
Vicious woman.
My head hurts. Ask them to leave.
The young lady has woken up. Mr. Lee, Dr. Tang, please leave.
Help me up. I've lost my memory.
Lost your memory?
What's your name?
Wen Chuan. Officially, I'm your special assistant, but actually, I'm your bodyguard.
That's about what I guessed.
Young lady, you've really lost your memory? You don't even remember Mr. Lee?
You mean the man who hates me just now?
Yes, Li Tingsheng. He's your husband. And he's the mysterious, richest man in Yunzhou.
The richest man? My husband is the richest man?
Yes. The public hasn't seen Mr. Lee for 3 years.
Does this information affect my identity as the lady's protector?
It doesn't affect that. But in the past 3 years, Mr. Lee has been imprisoned by you in this villa.
What? I imprisoned him?
To be precise, you locked him in an iron cage. He lived like an animal for 3 years.
Am I crazy? No wonder my richest man-husband hates me.
Young lady, where are you going?
Of course, I'm going to release my richest man-husband.
Okay, I'll take you to see Mr. Lee.
Then tell me more about me and my richest man-husband.
You love him very much. Li Tingsheng is the president of the Li Group. In the past 3 years, you've helped him become the richest man in Yunzhou.
I'm that amazing? Then am I even richer?
You don't have any assets in your name. Even your bank cards are in Mr. Lee's name. All the money you've earned is under Mr. Lee's name.
Why?
Because you only want Mr. Lee himself. But Mr. Lee wants the whole world. You've been striving to earn the world for Mr. Lee.
Oh my god, was I crazy?
Should we still release Mr. Lee?
Yes, of course. I have no money. Why did I lock up the richest man?
Young lady, have you changed your mind?
I don't want him anymore. I want money now. I'm going to transfer all his assets to my name.
Yes, I'll take you to see Mr. Lee first.
Do you always sleep standing like this?
Speak. How do you plan to torture me today? Is it strong aphrodisiac? Or 5 liters of high concentration caffeine?
I was really a horrible person in the past. Let's sleep in the bed today.
You heartless woman. You don't even keep your own promises.
What promise?
You said that as long as Mr. Lee wasn't willing, you'd never force him. So you tortured Mr. Lee in different ways every day, trying to force Mr. Lee to submit. I'm such a pervert, so stupid.
Mr. Lee, it's true that I forced you. But I've been looking at your face for 3 years and I'm sick of it. Here's the deal. I'll give you your freedom. You give me back the money I earned in these 3 years. I'll return the money and then we'll get divorced and go our separate ways. Yue Shi.
This trick of yielding in order to advance, pretending to be nice, how many more times are you going to play it? Trick? I'm not playing any tricks. I really don't want you anymore. Do you think I'll believe that?
Stop acting here and get out. You...
Fine, I've given you the chance. Since you don't want to leave, then stay trapped in this cage.
Wait. Since this is a deal, you have to show some sincerity first. What kind of sincerity do you want? Let me out first.
Okay, before I get the money, you can move freely in this villa. Agreed. Unlock the door.
No matter what tricks this female devil plays, I'll play along and look for a chance to turn the tables on her. The rooms for Lee Tingson have been arranged properly.
It's the room Mr. Lee chose by himself. He has already moved in.
Lee Tingson is very suspicious by nature. He won't believe me. Wen Xuan. Does he have someone he loves?
Is the young lady thinking of killing her?
No. Invite her to the villa. Let Mr. Lee regain his love. I want him to give me his family property willingly.
Brilliant idea, young lady. The woman Mr. Lee loves is Wen Xue.
Invite her here today, yes.
For the past 3 years, Yue Shi has taken control of the group and every aspect of the Li family. If I want to log into any account, I must pass her verification. I want to take the initiative. I must get my phone back. Why are you here?
Brother Tingson, we haven't seen each other for 3 years. I thought you had already forgotten about me.
I've never forgotten my promise to marry you.
But you still fell in love with someone else and got married?
This was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. What exactly happened? I'll tell you when I have time.
There's someone outside the door.
Reunion of old lovers. I've added something to the tea, to spice things up for you two. Mr. Lee, you've been working hard. Have some tea and take a break.
Drugging again? Vicious woman, this time you'll reap what you sow.
Brother Tingson.
How dare you hurt her? I won't let you get away with it.
Don't worry. I won't hurt her. Carry on.
Brother Tingson, is she your secretly married wife?
Go inside and wait for me.
Brother Tingson, where are you going? I'll go with you.
No need.
Since I'm here, I'm determined to win Brother Tingson back.
Vicious woman, I'm waiting to see you desperate with desire. Kneeling down like a dog, begging me. I'll definitely kick you away, and then let everyone in this villa see your disgraceful appearance.
Wenkin actually knew I was thirsty. Prepared the tea in advance. Why is it so hot? Wenkin.
Young lady.
Wenkin. Suddenly I feel so hot.
Young lady, you drank all the tea.
Is there a problem?
There's drugs in it. I'll go get Mr. Lee.
Don't call him. I can get through this myself. First, help me to the bathroom to soak in cold water.
Young lady, this will harm your body.
Suppress the effects of the drug first.
Yue Shi, how many times have you used this kind of drug on me? Now, I'll make you experience the feeling of 10,000 ants gnawing at your heart. Is it hard to endure now? If you beg me, I can consider coming in.
Mr. Lee, you'd better go accompany Miss Wen.
Young lady, this drug is very potent. You can't bear it. I'd better go invite Mr. Lee in.
He brought the tea into my room, just to get revenge on me. I won't let her have her way.
Yue Shi, if you kneel down and kowtow to me right now, And if I'm in a good mood, I might be kind, hearted enough to give you a chance.
Lee Tingson. I've said, I'm no longer interested in your body.
You've told this lie countless times. Do you think I'll believe it again?
I've even brought Wen Shiyue right in front of you. Don't you believe that I don't love you anymore?
Of course I don't believe it. You'd do anything to get into my bed. There's nothing you won't do. Yueshi, I'm giving you a chance. You have 10 seconds to open the door for me. Kneel down and say,
Even if I find a random man outside, I'd never kneel down and beg you.
you're just my lapdog. Besides me, which man would you take a fancy to?
Are you that confident? That I can't live without you?
That you're the only man I love in the whole world? Yueshi, you don't dare to open the door. Are you performing a one-man show in there?
Mr. Lee, you're looking for us?
Lee Tingson, what do you want the servants for?
Such a wonderful show. How can there be no audience?
Lee Tingson, you dare.
Of course I dare. Yueshi, how dare you kiss another man?
Young lady, don't talk. Mr. Lee, did you see that? I don't need you. You can leave now.
Yueshi, to get into my bed, you've actually gone this far.
Let her go.
Aren't you just her dog? How dare you be so presumptuous to me?
The young lady said she doesn't need you now.
I know exactly what trick she's playing. Get out.
Lee Tingson. It's you who should leave.
Your acting is getting more and more realistic now. Yueshi, do you think I'll think more highly of you for doing this?
I don't want you to think highly of me. I just want you to give me the money I earned.
Money? Yueshi, in order to make me fall in love with you, you've resorted to using the trick of hurting yourself, like pretending to be maimed, playing hard, to get now?
If you insist on thinking that I'm playing hard to get, then so be it. Wenchuan, call the doctor quickly.
Stop.
Don't touch her.
Don't you touch me either. I don't want to disgust you.
Shut up. Matters between husband and wife. Don't need an outsider like you watching.
The young lady said she doesn't need you.
She definitely doesn't need you. Get out of here.
I only follow the young lady's orders. She doesn't need you. So you can't stay here either.
I'll stay to give her the antidote, enduring such a strong drug effect. Aren't you afraid she'll become a wreck for the rest of her life?
You've always wanted to take revenge on the young lady. I can't hand her over to you like this.
Fine. Then you stay. And have a good look. How I dote on your young lady.
Lee Tingson, you wouldn't dare.
I'm the man Yeshi loves deeply. And you are nothing but her dog.
I will never allow you to harm her in the slightest.
Then watch closely.
Lower your head quickly, quickly.
Get out.
Yes.
I'll kill you right now. To rid society of a pest?
Young lady.
Get out. Guard the door. Don't disturb the good time between us husband and wife again.
Lee Tingson, you actually wanted to kill me?
A scourge like you should be eliminated by everyone.
But you're still soft-hearted. Why?
I just wanted to see what underhanded tricks you could pull.
What if I said, tonight's drug was prepared for you and Miss Wei? Would you believe me?
You'd be willing to let me touch another woman?
Of course I would. This is also my sincerity in wanting a divorce.
Aren't you tired of constantly playing these tricks?
Why don't you leave? Do you want to have an intimate encounter with me?
Dream on.
You two have ruined me. Destroyed my family. I'll take revenge. I won't spare anyone in the Lee family. Why would I have such a dream? How dare you come here again? Billionaire husband.
Why did you bring Shi Yue here?
Of course, to let you relive your old relationship with her.
Yue Shi, speak properly.
Don't shout at me. I haven't settled the score with you for knocking me out yesterday. That was your own fault.
I'm being kind enough not to strangle you. Billionaire Lee, I know you can't wait to kill me right now.
But that's against the law. How about you spend some money? And we can dissolve our marriage relationship happily? Why should I believe that you really want a divorce?
I've already asked Wenkin to destroy that cage.
And I've brought your fiancé here. Don't you believe me yet? However,
These are all old tricks you've used to get me. Do you think I'll really believe it?
do you think I still love you so desperately?
Aren't you?
What do I have to do for you to believe that I really want a divorce?
Give me back my phone. Let me go back to the Lee family.
Okay,
I don't believe it.
I've already prepared the divorce agreement. Wenchuan, bring the agreement here.
Young lady, here it is.
You can go out first. I need to discuss something important with Mr. Lee.
Yes.
Now, do you believe me?
Cut the crap and sign it.
Fine. In the 3 years of our marriage, I want all the money I've earned. Mr. Lee, you have no objections, right?
Yue Shi, aren't you afraid of being too greedy?
I'm taking what I've earned. There's nothing wrong with that.
Without the foundation of the Lee family, how can you earn money?
Fine. Then these 2 parts. Half of what I've earned in 3 years. Mr. Lee, this is the most I can compromise.
If I can really cut off relations with this vicious woman, even if I give her all my property, so what? But this vicious woman is cunning. There must be a plot.
Billionaire husband, sign it.
Yueshi, you pursued me for over a decade. After the Yue family went bankrupt, you forced me to marry you by threatening with your grandmother.
So this is how I married him.
I didn't want to. You hurt yourself and even threatened to jump off a building. I was soft-hearted for a moment and fell into your trap, and was imprisoned by you in this mountain top villa for 3 years.
It seems my love for you was quite crazy back then.
Yueshi, you loved me so crazily before. But now you say you want a divorce from me. I don't believe it.
Believe it or not, it's up to you.
So you don't have the patience to keep up the act?
Lee Tingson, if you don't want to divorce me, I think it's because you're reluctant to part with your money.
Me? Reluctant to part with money? I don't love you anymore. I want a divorce. Then why are you blushing? I haven't even done anything yet.
Mr. Lee, after being tortured by me for 3 years, you still won't leave. Are you a masochist by nature?
You're clearly madly in love with me in your heart. But you act like you don't care. The deeper you fall, is this your new way of seducing me?
Since you think everything I do is to seduce you, I'll find a male model tonight.
You wouldn't dare.
Jealous?
Yueshi, other than me, which man could catch your eye?
Billionaire husband, you're really confident.
You're the one who gave me this confidence.
Yes, I admit that I was once madly in love with you. But now I've seen things clearly. Facing your cold face all day is so boring. It's better to divide the property. Get a divorce and go our separate ways.
The more you force me to sign, the more it proves you have something to hide.
Aren't you the one who can't wait to get a divorce?
But I won't let your scheme succeed. Vicious woman. Ask me to sign, dream on.
Didn't you want a divorce? Why does it seem like I'm forcing you? Wench one.
Young lady, what are your orders?
Go find the most handsome, popular, and charming male model in Yunzhou who knows how to please women.
Young lady, are you really going to find a male model?
Of course. I want to make billionaire Lee believe my sincerity in getting a divorce.
Understood. I'll arrange it right away.
This vicious woman really found a male model to put on a show.
Mr. Lee, the young lady has given orders. No one is allowed to disturb.
You, the sycophant, aren't you afraid the man outside is dirty? That it'll make your young lady sick?
Don't talk nonsense. I've surely checked the health certificate of the person found for the young lady, on the premise that he's healthy and disease-free. I followed the young lady's request to find the most handsome, popular, and charming male model who knows how to please women.
You're quite loyal.
Thank you for your compliment, Mr. Lee. I still haven't done enough.
You're the most handsome, popular, and charming male model in Yunzhou.
Thank you, miss, for your kind words, for giving me this top-notch title. I'll surely make sure you think the money you spend tonight is worth it.
How much do you charge?
A flat rate of 500,000 won.
500,000 yuan? Your line of work is really profitable.
It's not bad. Miss, you live in such a big and luxurious villa. 500,000 yuan is just a drop in the bucket for you, right?
Wait a minute. Although this male model is really good looking, but 500,000 yuan is too expensive. I just want Li Tingson to believe my determination to divorce. There's no need to actually spend 500,000 yuan. Will 200 yuan be enough for you to take off your clothes?
Miss, you must be joking.
I'm not joking. If you're willing to take off your clothes, you'll get the money.
Miss, I'm here to make money, not to beg.
I'm offering you money. All you need to do is take off your clothes. How much more do you want?
Madam, please behave yourself.
You're in this business. Telling me to behave myself. Don't leave yet. Business is all about negotiation. How much do you want? Name your price.
Let go. Don't touch me.
Let me in.
The young lady has given orders. No one is allowed to enter.
Don't you hear the shouting inside? Aren't you afraid your young lady is being bullied?
The young lady can't be bullied.
What a loyal lackey.
$200 yuan isn't enough for you to take off your clothes?
Just taking off clothes, that's a different price.
How much do you want?
At least this much.
200.
Madam, don't insult me. I'm the most handsome and popular male model in Yunzhou.
Are you saying it costs 2,000 yuan for you to take off your clothes?
It's 20,000 yuan.
Why don't you go rob someone?
Don't want to pay for it? Why don't you go steal then?
You. That might actually be a good idea.
You're crazy.
Hey, don't leave.
Hey,
Open the door.
Young lady,
Yishi. Vixen. To get my attention? You've actually gone this far.
does the young lady need any help?
No need for help. I can handle men on my own. It's a small matter.
Don't go too far. Yishi, have you no shame?
Now you can believe my sincerity in getting a divorce, right?
If you're trying to use another man to provoke me, then congratulations, you've succeeded.
no money but still call a male model. You're sick.
Hey, who are you looking down on?
You're so desperate.
What does that have to do with you?
If you want a man, come to me.
You... Honey, it's been 3 years. You've finally given in.
Yeshi.
This strong waist and these firm glutes.
Vixen, you have no sense of shame.
Mr. Lee's glutes sure feel much better than that male model's. Truly worthy of being the male god I've been yearning for these 3 years. You're worth it.
Shut up.
Mr. Lee, you just drove away the male model I hired at a high price. It's hard to spend this wonderful night, so stay and keep me company.
Vixen, you're inherently promiscuous. I knew you couldn't possibly give up on me.
Mr. Lee, if you don't sign the divorce papers, you'll have to endure my harassment for the rest of your life. Billionairess, the dream is about to come true. Honey, you're not reluctant to part with me, are you? Have you fallen in love with me?
Do you really want me to sign this agreement?
Don't you?
The more you want me to sign, the less I will.
Why?
What you've done with such elaborate efforts can't be something good.
You're stalling on signing. It's actually because you don't want to divide the money, right?
You clearly can't live without me. Yet you're using the divorce to test me on one hand and provoking me with a male model on the other. Do you think I don't know? This is you panicking? That's why you're doing these things, to provoke me. Your goal is just to make me pay more attention to you.
Lee Tingson, you're being blindly confident, aren't you?
Am I overconfident, or is it the truth? You should ask yourself that.
Mr. Lee, I just want to get back the money I earned. Half of it is for you, as spiritual compensation for you over the past 3 years. Why don't you believe me?
Of course I believe. I believe this is a new way for you to seduce me. You're so vulgar.
I can't stand it anymore. Get out of here. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Young lady, I've already arranged for someone to send Ting Feng back.
I thought I heard him shouting something downstairs. 200 yen. Does he want to earn the money for taking off his clothes again?
No, actually, Ting Feng wants a 200 yuan door fee.
He didn't do anything. And he still wants a 200 yen door fee? He might as well go rob.
Business people are naturally more calculating. Young lady, have some tea to moisten your throat.
Is this tea clean?
It's clean.
Lee Tingson refuses to get a divorce. I have to think of other ways to get money.
If the young lady needs money, you can use Mr. Lee's unlimited black card.
Ah, that's different. Today I'm the wife of the richest man. I can use his black card, but what if I'm not tomorrow? So the money still has to be in my own hands.
What the young lady said makes sense.
Wenchuan, do I have to have the richest man Lee present in person to get his money?
No. For amounts over 100 million or large, scale transfers, a key is needed.
A key? So I don't need to go through Lee Tingson. As long as I know the key, I can transfer the money.
Yes.
Then what is this key?
I don't know. The key was designed by the young lady.
I designed it? Oh no, I've dug a hole for myself. Do you know where I recorded the key?
Young lady. You tattooed the key on Mr. Lee's buttocks. Young lady, slow down.
What? Does Lee Tingson know about this?
He probably doesn't know. You tattooed it on Mr. Lee after anesthetizing him.
Huh. Well, not exactly. Being lovesick, you know. How could my beautiful head come up with such crazy ideas?
Young lady, do you need me to tie Mr. Lee up and bring him here?
No. I just need to take a look at the key. I can go by myself. You can go rest first.
Yes.
How can I see the key on Lee Tingson's body? Go and take off his clothes. But he'll surely think I'm lusting after his body. No. How about taking a peek when he's asleep? That's it. It's so late. Lee Tingson must be asleep. He's not. He's taking a bath. He must be naked. Heaven is helping me. Yueshi, this isn't the time to be coy. Just rush in and take a look, then the money will be mine.
Yueshi, you shameless vixen? You brazen slut, close your eyes right now.
Sorry. I'll close my eyes immediately. Why should I close them? We're husband and wife.
I'm looking at my own husband.
What's so shameless about that?
Stop! Don't come any closer.
I just want to take a look. One look won't make you lose a piece of flesh.
You wanton woman, you have no sense of shame.
Don't hide. I just want to take one look.
One look? You've been staring at me for ages.
No. I've seen the front already. Turn around. I'll just take one look.
A woman like you would have been drowned in a pig cage in the old days.
You're my husband. I'm not peeking at other men. What's wrong with looking at my own husband?
You slut, don't touch me.
I will. I won't leave tonight until I see it. Ha 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 ha.
I can't believe I'm having desires for this damn woman. This can't be.
My waist. It's broken again, Mr. Lee.
Serves you right?
Mr. Lee, my waist is really about to break. Give me a hand.
You brought this upon yourself. If you can't get up, just die there.
You're really heartless. Wenchuan.
Shut up.
Mr. Lee, you're leaving me to die and you won't even let me call for help.
If you don't cooperate with me, I'll throw you down from here. Woman, stop laughing at me.
That's impossible.
Yueshi, if you act recklessly again, you'll just do it to me.
Execute me on the spot. I've been looking forward to it.
Shameless.
Mr. Lee, can't I stay in your room? We are husband and wife, after all.
I knew this was your real goal. Vowing to get a divorce. It's just a new trick.
Hehehe. I expected you'd misunderstand me. Just as I thought.
Young lady. Young lady, did you see it? No. Let me help you.
Forget it. Forget it. Forcefully taking off his clothes will only make him think I want to amuse myself at his expense. He'll be even less likely to believe that I no longer love him. I still need to find a proper way to get a divorce.
Okay. Young lady, I'll take you back to your room to rest.
Who on earth married Brother Tingson? I don't believe that there isn't even a single photo in that woman's room. I'll find out. What's this? A voice recorder.
If the Lee family hadn't used underhanded means to seize the Yue family's business channels, the Yue family wouldn't have had its capital chain broken, nor would it have ended up in a tragic situation of family ruin.
Madam, you've decided to let young Master Tingson marry Miss Yueshi. It can be regarded as compensation to the Yue family. May the spirits of Yueshi's parents rest in peace.
Sigh. After all, I still feel uneasy.
Could the woman who married Brother Tingson really be Yueshi? I have to see her with my own eyes to believe it.
Oh no, young lady, spare me, young lady, please spare me.
You haven't done anything wrong. Why are you so panicked?
It's my fault. I made the young lady angry. Young lady, please spare me. Seems like I used to be a female devil. Young lady, please spare me. Young lady, spare me. Young lady, please spare me.
All right, you can go now.
Thank you, young lady. Thank you, young lady.
It's really her. The Yue family went bankrupt 3 years ago. That bitch Yueshi not only didn't die, but also replaced me as Brother Tingson's wife. Why? Why does she get to? Yueshi, you bitch. What right do you have to pester him here, Brother Tingson?
Who are you?
I'm Brother Tingson's fiancé. I'm the one who should be his wife.
Oh, you're Wen Shiyu. Have a seat, Miss Wen.
Yueshi, back then you begged me humbly. Just to see Brother Tingson. I never thought you'd curry favor with the old lady, and make the old lady force Brother Tingson to marry you. No wonder.
No wonder what?
No wonder Brother Tingson said the flash marriage was an accident. Marrying you, Brother Tingson really had the worst luck.
Miss Wen, watch your words and be polite. This is my turf. Do you believe I'll pull out your tongue?
You, how dare you threaten me?
I even dared to lock the richest man, Mr. Lee, in a cage. What are you? Oh, just kidding. Please have a seat. Sit down. Miss Wen, have some tea.
Yueshi, I knew you were just a paper tiger. The Yue family went bankrupt. Without the Yue family to back you up, and relying only on the old lady's favoritism, how long do you think you can hold on?
Miss Wen, what do you mean by that?
I mean you should get out of here right away. Brother Tingson loathes you to the core.
Well, it's not that I'm reluctant to leave. It's just that I can't bear to part with the 30 million Swen annual pocket money from the Lee family. If I leave, what about this money?
She exchanged the bankruptcy of the Yue family and her parents' lives for it. But still lives such a humiliating life. The Yue family went bankrupt. Yueshi, is this all you're good for?
Staying alive is the most important thing. But as long as one is alive, money is extremely important. The days without money are really tough.
Fine. As long as you're willing to leave Brother Tingson, I'll give you whatever amount of money you want.
Since Miss Wen is so straightforward, I'll be straightforward too. My final offer is 20.
20. What?
2 billion yuan.
2 billion? Are you crazy? Why don't you go rob?
So the status of Mrs. Lee in Miss Wen's eyes is worth more than 2 billion yuan.
If spending money can get me the status of Mrs. Lee, not to mention 2 billion yuan, even 20 billion yuan, the Wen family would be willing to sell everything they have. Fine. As long as you're willing to divorce Brother Tingson, I'll give you 2 billion yuan.
Words are not enough. Let's make a written agreement.
Yueshi, are you plotting something against me?
Oh, it's all clearly written in the contract. After I get divorced, you'll transfer the money to me in the form of repayment. If I don't get divorced, you won't be able to give me the money, right?
Okay, I promise you. As long as you divorce Brother Tingson, I'll give you 2 billion yuan.
Miss Wen, sign here.
Yueshi, don't go back on your word.
The smell of money. Miss Wen, as long as you don't go back on your word, I will definitely keep my promise.
Even if you're Brother Tingson's wife, you can't hit people. Ugh.
You vicious woman, what are you doing?
Feeling sympathetic? Then why don't you quickly help Miss Wen up? Take good care of her.
How dare you touch someone close to me? How dare you touch someone close to me? I'll make you regret it for the rest of your life.
It's not that serious. It was just an accident. If you don't believe me, ask Miss Wen.
Shiyue, what happened?
Brother Tianson, I didn't stand firmly. I fell down by myself.
You don't need to defend her. I saw it clearly.
Brother Tingson, I'm fine. Please don't blame Yueshi.
If it weren't for wanting to get my money back, with your clumsy tricks, you think you can scheme against me? Humph.
Shiyue is innocent. You don't need to drag her into our feud. Send her home.
Your old flame asked me to send you.
Let's go together and send her.
Why do you have to drag me along to get in your way? Mr. Lee, please leave.
Shiyue, I'll send you home.
Thank you, Brother Tingson.
Young lady, Mr. Lee wants to send Miss Wen home. Should we let him?
Let him. Why? Is there a problem?
Young lady, once Mr. Lee leaves the mountaintop villa and is no longer under control. I'm afraid he'll deal with you immediately.
Deal with me? I don't think so.
I'll kill you right now to rid society of a pest.
He wants to kill me.
Young lady, as long as you don't let him go, I guess he'll be under your control.
Wait. Wenson. Mr. Lee, the richest man, has been trapped for 3 years. Hasn't anyone in the Lee family suspected anything?
You're highly regarded by the old lady. Everyone in the Lee family follows the old lady's arrangements.
Mr. Lee, the richest man, did mention this. The reason I was able to marry him was also because of his grandmother.
Young lady, should we stop Mr. Lee from leaving?
No. Let him go.
Young lady, if you knew that it was for revenge, and you designed to imprison Mr. Lee to control the Lee family's finances, you would surely regret it. Letting Mr. Lee go today? Yes, young lady. I also don't want you to be trapped in hatred. If we can get away from the Lee family, I'm willing to accompany you to go far away.
Wenkin, come with me for a trip first. Let's go pay the old lady a visit without telling Mr. Lee.
Understood.
What are the old lady's hobbies?
The old lady is fond of jade. Young lady, you ordered a set of imperial jade prayer beads for the old lady's birthday. We can go and get it.
Then let's go get the prayer beads first. The imperial jade prayer beads were prepared for the old lady's birthday. Since we're going to see her today, let's give her a jade bracelet instead.
Hello, ma'am? Which one do you like?
This $200,000. UN 1. Take it out for me to have a look.
Okay, please wait a moment, wait.
Wait.
Miss Wen.
Brother Tingson just sent me home, and you've already chased after me. You shameless slut. You really are a persistent nuisance.
Take this out and show it to me.
Wait a moment.
Miss Wen, is there anything I can do for you?
Don't show it to her. She can't afford it.
Miss Wen, but we can't refuse a customer's request.
I'm a top-tier VIP here. Don't you listen to what I say?
But we can't turn away new customers either.
Her family went bankrupt long ago, not to mention a $200,000 UN bracelet. She can't even afford a $2,000 UN scrap piece. Look at her cheap clothes. Does she look like someone who can afford a $200,000 UN bracelet? If you don't have money, don't come out and embarrass yourself.
Who says I don't have money? Take them all out for me to see. Take out the 250,000 UN and 300,000 yuan ones as well.
Don't take them. If you dare to take them out, I'll file a complaint against you for neglecting a VIP.
Wen Xiu. Even if you're a VIP, you have no right to stop me.
An unlimited limit black card, only 10 in the world.
The money in this card is enough to buy 10 of your stores. Take out all these styles for me.
Honored guest, please wait a moment. I'll get them for you right away.
This is Brother Tingson's black card.
What do you care whose card it is, as long as I can buy things with it?
I'll tell Brother Tingson right away and ask him to take back your card.
Miss Wen. What right do you have to demand anything from my husband? His mistress?
Yuishi, what are you so proud of? Your status is just the Lee family's pity for you. It's just compensation for causing the death of your parents.
Honored guest, please have a look.
I'll take these 3.
All 3?
Yes, all of them. I have VIP priority. Yuishi, even if you have a black card, today you won't be able to take anything away.
These 3 items Miss Wen wants. Then I'll take this one. The 2 million yuan one.
Yes, honored guest, I'll get it for you right away. Honored guest, this is the 2 million yuan jade bracelet. Please have a look.
I'll take this one too.
Miss Wen hasn't swiped the card yet. I can still buy this bracelet.
Swipe the card for these 4 together.
Yes.
Today, I'm determined to make you leave empty-handed.
Then you're probably going to be disappointed. In this store, there's one thing you can't buy.
Impossible.
Actually, I don't even fancy your inferior goods at all. What I want is the store's treasure. A string of imperial jade prayer beads worth 80 million yuan.
80 million?
Do you also want to buy it?
Don't try to deceive me. Even if you have Brother Tingson's black card, it's impossible to have a credit limit of 80 million yuan.
Just you wait and see.
Honored guest, do you want to buy the 80 million yuan imperial jade prayer beads?
Yes.
Please come with me to the VIP room and take a seat. The manager will serve you personally.
Okay.
I'm going too. If there really is a top-grade imperial jade prayer beads, I'll buy it.
That string of prayer beads isn't something you can get just because you have money.
Is that so? Then just wait and see. Let's see if they'll sell it to you. Or to me.
Both honored guests want the jade prayer beads?
Yes. The elderly in my family believe in Buddhism, and especially love jade. So, the only set of imperial jade prayer beads in your store, I must get it.
Madam, you're really filial.
So it's something to please Mrs. Lee. Then I definitely have to snatch it. Manager Zhang, I'm a regular customer of your store. I want that set of imperial jade prayer beads.
Miss Wen, do you have the money to buy it?
How dare you question whether I can afford it?
The prayer beads are priced at 80 million yuan. Can your gold card cover 10 million yuan? Oh, it can't. Then you can only watch helplessly, as I take away the jade prayer beads.
Bitch, don't be so arrogant. I'll definitely buy the prayer beads today.
You may not have the money, but I do.
Manager Zhang, with my top-tier VIP status, do I have the preemptive right to purchase?
Yes, Miss Wen. As long as you actually have 80 million yuan, you can have the preemptive right to purchase.
Fine, I'll have someone bring the money right away.
But there should be a time limit, right? What if you can't gather the money in a year? Am I supposed to wait for you for a year?
Bitch, shut up.
Madam, what she said makes sense. Miss Wen, for the sake of fairness, please gather 80 million yuan within half an hour. Otherwise, the jade prayer beads will be taken away by this lady.
Fine. Just half an hour.
Hello?
Hello, Mom. Quickly help me figure out how to gather 80 million yuan.
80 million yuan? What do you need it for?
The old lady of the Lai family will soon be 80 years old. I want to buy imperial jade prayer beads as a birthday gift for her.
A birthday gift should be prepared. But isn't an 80 million yuan jade prayer beads a bit too expensive?
Mom, it was the old lady of the Li family who insisted that Brother Tingson marry that bitch. Now that bitch is going against me. Am I going to be outshone by her?
Of course not. Shiwei, wait. Mom will raise the money for you.
Let's see how you can still be complacent. Yoshi, I'm definitely getting the imperial jade prayer beads. Just you wait and see.
Let's wait and see.
Miss Wen, half an hour is up. Have you raised 80 million yuan?
Do you think the Wen family can't afford a mere 80 million yuan?
You look down on people. I'd like to see who dares to look down on my daughter.
Mom, you're finally here.
Mrs. Wen, please don't be offended by my rudeness just now. Forgive my impolite words. Come, please take a seat here.
Have you got the money together?
Don't worry. I took your dad's card. It should be enough.
We must make sure it's foolproof. Otherwise, that bitch will snatch the jade prayer beads.
Don't worry. Mom will support you. So you're the bitch who's been pestering Tingson for 3 years.
Madam, you're dressed expensively and have elegant manners. Why are you so foul-mouthed?
You sharp-tongued bitch. Shiwei and Tingson were engaged. Yet you have the nerve to pester him shamelessly. You're truly ill. Bred.
Madam, you insult and look down on a delicate girl you've just met for the first time. You show no respect at all. Where's your upbringing? What about your manners?
A low-class person like you doesn't deserve the respect of us upper-class people.
Upper-class people who can't come up with 80 million yuan.
Who says I can't? Bitch, I'm telling you. I'm getting both the prayer beads and Brother Tingson.
Fine, then I'll wait and see how you manage to get them.
Manager Zhang, swipe the card.
Okay.
Insufficient balance. What about the 2 cards combined? Transaction failed.
Mom, what's going on?
Maybe there's a large cash shortage in the company. All the money is probably in the company's account.
Miss Wen, I'm really sorry. Given the rules of the store today, we can only sell the Imperial Jade Prayer Beads to this honored guest. Please understand.
You look down on people.
No, I must get this set of jewelry. Mom, quickly call Dad.
The company really needs capital for turnover recently.
I don't care. I must get it. Mom, if you don't call, I will.
Hey. This honored guest, may I confirm with you the specific balance in your card? If you can pay the full amount, I'll arrange someone to get the prayer beads for you right now.
The balance is 300 million yuan.
Ah. Honored guest, please wait a moment. I'll arrange everything for you immediately.
Wait a minute. I want the jade prayer beads.
The money is finally Ku-Chi gathered.
My dad has already transferred money to me. I said I won't let you succeed this time.
It's just an 80 million yuan prayer beads. You even had to mobilize your whole family. Is this the strength of the Wen family?
A small-minded person getting cocky. Shiyue, don't stoop to the level of such a despicable person.
Right. When I become Brother Tingson's wife. Let's see how arrogant you can still be.
Then I wish you get what you want soon.
Mom, Dad has transferred the money to my card. Manager Zhang, do you need to confirm?
The balance is 80 million yuan.
Bitch. The jade prayer beads are mine.
This honored guest, we're really sorry. Miss Wen has the pre-emptive right to purchase in our store. Yes, please understand.
Did you hear that? We won't sell it to you.
I'm afraid you can't buy it.
Just you wait. Manager Zhang, go get the prayer beads.
Okay, Miss Wen, I'll arrange it right away. Sorry, Miss Wen, we didn't figure out the situation. The Imperial Jade Prayer Beads were ordered by a mysterious honored guest in advance. They're not for sale to the public.
What? Why isn't it for sale to the public? Can't even I buy it?
We're really sorry, Miss Wen. We didn't verify the situation in advance. I apologize to you.
Get out! Your apology means nothing. I must have my jade prayer beads.
Miss Wen, there's really nothing I can do.
You have to find a way. Find a way.
Manager Zhang, give us the contact information of that honored guest. We'll communicate with him privately.
Isn't this against the rules? Our store has a rule to protect the privacy of customers.
Damn rules. I'm a top-tier VIP. I'm asking you to give a contact information. Don't be so hesitant.
Manager Zhang, the Wen family is one of the top 10 wealthy families in Yunzhou. I know all the wealthy families here. If you give us face like this, we'll still be your loyal customers in the future. So do us this favor.
All right.
I'll call this honored guest. I'm determined to get the jade prayer beads.
Shiyue, communicate well with this honored guest. Ask him to give it to us out of consideration, that it's for the old lady of our in-law's family. Even if we pay more than the market price, we can offer a higher price.
I know. Bitch. This time the jade prayer beads must be mine. It's ringing. It's ringing.
How could it be you?
Impossible. How could it be you?
Hello, Miss Wen. Hello, Miss Wen.
You've been playing me from the start to the end.
I told you that you couldn't buy the prayer beads. But you just didn't believe me. Manager Zhang, give me the jade prayer beads.
This is really the reservation voucher for the jade prayer beads. Honored guest, please wait a moment. I'll go get the prayer beads for you right away.
Okay.
This is the 80 million yuan top grade imperial jade prayer beads. Look at this color and appearance. It really lives up to its reputation. Bitch, what are you doing?
Naturally, I'm taking away my jade prayer beads.
You can't. I will never let you take the prayer beads away.
You're not qualified to stop me.
Then I... Am I qualified? Then am I qualified?
What a coincidence, Mr. Li. If Li Tingson is here to support Wen Xiaoyue, of course I'll give in.
Bitch, you're surely going to lose. Brother Tingson, you're here.
I was just nearby. I just left, and you chased after me. You really didn't disappoint me.
Obviously, I came here first. It was you who chased after me.
Humph. You're competing with Shi Yue for the prayer beads. Aren't you trying to catch my attention and please the old lady at the same time?
Yes, this prayer beads is indeed for the old lady.
As expected. I can see through your tricks.
I've experienced Mr. Li's self-confidence.
I want you to give this prayer beads to Shi Yu. Do you have any objections?
Then I'll give it to her. For the old lady's birthday, what should I give?
What do you suggest? Whatever you give can't change the fact that you have a venomous heart.
And a vulgar image, yes. For Mrs. Li's birthday.
You'd better not go and embarrass yourself. Who is speaking ill of my dear granddaughter in my law?
Grandma, why are you here?
Of course I'm here to back up my dear granddaughter in my law.
This is the Li family that stands by me, madam.
Zixi, my dear granddaughter, in a law. Just a set of prayer beads. If Miss Wen wants it, you can give it to her.
Thank you, madam, for your partiality. Yueshi, even the old lady has spoken. This time, it's not me bullying you with the help of Brother Tingson.
No need for Miss Wen to worry. My dear granddaughter, in law, come here. As for that jade prayer beads, you give it to her.
Okay, I'll do as you say. What a sensible child.
Grandma.
I really didn't expect that after you went abroad for 3 years, you left everything to Cixi. As soon as you returned to the country, you got in touch with other women. Do you think you, Dui de Chi, deserve Cixi? If it weren't for Cixi, would the Li family be what it is today? Would you be where you are today?
Grandma, they just met by chance. It's fate. Tingson and I were just not meant to be.
What nonsense are you talking about? Madam, the prayer beads have been given to you. Why don't you take the prayer beads and leave?
Madam, actually, I fought for this set of prayer beads to present it to you at your 80th birthday banquet as a token of my respect.
Miss Wen, save your filial piety for your parents. I have my dear granddaughter in law to take care of me. It's not your turn, an outsider, to show off.
Madam,
let her have the jade prayer beads. Grandma just bought out these jewelry chain stores. And she put it in your name.
Grandma? In my name?
Of course, she's a top. tier VIP of this store, while you're the boss of this store now.
Thank you, Grandma. So much money.
You're welcome. You deserve it.
Grandma, this scheming woman? How does she deserve your partiality?
You were abroad for 3 years. Zhaolusi worked hard and uncomplainingly in the Lee family. She took excellent care of both the Lee family's company and the family. You call such a good daughter, in law, a scheming woman?
Grandma, what you see is just a false front she put up to deceive you.
What kind of person she really is, I know very well. The Lee family reached the peak in Yunzhou because of Zhaolusi. What else are you dissatisfied with?
If I were to take charge of the group myself, I would definitely do better than this vicious woman.
Shut up. How could the Lee family have an ungrateful person like you?
Grandma, you're really being deceived by her.
Tingson, you're being short-sighted. You've been deceived by her sweet words.
Anyway, Grandma, now that I'm back, I don't recognize this wife you forced on me back then.
You have no say in this. In 3 days, it will be my birthday. I will publicly announce the identity of my dear granddaughter. In law. This will completely shatter some people's illusions.
Grandma, calm down first.
Mrs. Lee, I'm Shiyue's mother. You have no sense of propriety. Mrs. Lee, Shiyue and Tingson were once engaged. If it weren't for her, the one standing beside Tingson now would be our Shiyue. The 5 billion yuan the Lee family gave when they broke off the engagement. Your Wen family accepted it quite happily. Since you've already taken the money, don't bring up those old matters again.
5 billion yuan? I didn't know about this.
Brother Tingson, at that time, you were already married to Yueshi.
You're up to something again.
It seems like it.
Don't shift the blame onto my dear granddaughter, in law for everything. I made the decision on this matter. Zhigi, you haven't accompanied Grandma for a stroll in a long time. Accompany Grandma out for a walk.
Okay.
Mrs. Wen, don't forget to transfer the money for the jade prayer beads to my dear granddaughter, in law's account. Sure, I'll transfer it right away. Zhaolusi, let's go. Tired?
You're not tired. With you as my role model, I'm full of energy.
Madam, miss, please have some water.
Is this the child your father brought back then?
Yes, madam.
You're a grateful child. After the Yue family's accident, it was thanks to you for always accompanying Yueshi.
It's what I should do.
Bodyguard, assistant.
Yes. As long as you need me, I'll always be by your side. Since being adopted by the Yue family, protecting you has been my mission in life.
With you protecting Yueshi, I can rest assured.
Thank you, Wenchan.
You're not really thinking of going home with Grandma, are you?
Tingson, you've been abroad for 3 years. Only my dear granddaughter. Intas Law came to accompany me every now and then. Of course she's going home with me.
Grandma, I just got back to the country. She should accompany me.
Ha ha ha. Okay. As long as you cherish Shi, Grandma will be happy. Yueshi, accompany me for a little longer and then I'll give you back to him. Ha ha ha.
Then I'll accompany you two.
Good. Ha ha ha.
Vicious woman, as long as I'm here, you won't hurt Grandma.
Mrs. Lee can really shop. My legs are about to give out. Wenchan, we didn't get the prayer beads today. But for the old lady's birthday banquet, we still need to give a decent gift. Think about it. Do I have any valuable things from the past?
There are quite a few treasures. Miss, I'll take you to pick one in person.
Okay.
Miss, be careful.
What are you doing?
Didn't you send Mrs. Lee back? Why are you still here? So you came back to get the divorce agreement. Mr. Lee has made up his mind? That's great. Don't worry. As long as you sign it, I'll never pester you again.
I married you back then because of Grandma's coercion. Now, to get a divorce, I still need Grandma's consent.
Is there anything I can do?
Just come to Grandma's 80th birthday banquet.
Okay. Then let's discuss the divorce after the old lady's birthday banquet. Let's talk about it later.
Talk about it later? I'm definitely getting this divorce.
I'm not making excuses to avoid divorce. We really need to discuss. How can we get Grandma to agree?
I've already arranged this. Don't worry about it. Get out of the way, you bastard. Get out of the way.
Miss didn't ask you to leave.
Yueshi, tell this dog to get lost.
Watch your mouth. Why are you stopping him?
Then let him go.
Let him go.
Be on time for Grandma's birthday banquet. You need to show up punctually.
Okay.
Miss, Mr. Lee is like a wolf that can't be persuaded. Over these 3 years, he has built up a lot of resentment towards you. I'm worried that even if you get a divorce, he might take revenge on you.
But I've generated a profit 300,000 times over for him. Does he really want me to leave the marriage with nothing?
Leaving with nothing won't be enough to vent his anger. I'm worried that he won't let you off easily.
Then I suddenly understand. The intention behind currying favor with the old lady before. Let's plan this after the old lady's banquet. Let's go pick a gift first.
Yes. Miss, this jade fire lotus was unearthed from an imperial tomb. You bought it overseas for 500 million yen last year. Among the treasures in the vault, this is the most valuable one.
500 million yuan? I'm really wealthy. Winchan, what if I sell this jade fire lotus?
Absolutely not. Why? Because all your assets and items are in Mr. Lee's name.
Right. If Lee Tingson finds out that I'm selling the jade fire lotus, he'll surely charge me with theft.
That's possible.
It seems I still have to get a divorce. The property division needs to be clearly stated in the divorce agreement.
Miss, have you decided to give this jade fire lotus to the old lady?
Yes. If I can please the old lady, when Lee Tingson tries to act unpleasantly after the divorce, he'll still have to consider the old lady's feelings.
Yes.
Yueshi. You bitch. How dare you show up here?
Miss Wen, an outsider like you is here. Of course I should come.
Yueshi, we signed an agreement. So, who exactly is the outsider?
I certainly haven't forgotten the agreement. But for now, I'm still the young mistress of the Lee family. Both emotionally and rationally, I should be here.
Empty-handed?
You don't need to worry about that.
Everyone in Yunzhou knows that your Yue family has fallen apart. A person like you, bringing bad luck, showing up at the banquet. The guest's spittle could drown you. You'd better not bring bad luck on yourself.
The guests invited today are all rich or noble. Naturally, they have more manners than Miss Wen. I'm Yue Shi. Please tell me where my seat is.
Okay.
Wait. She came empty-handed. She didn't bring a congratulatory gift. How can she be allowed in? Today is Mrs. Lee's 80th birthday.
Miss, where's your congratulatory gift?
My people will bring it later.
Then you can come in when the gift arrives. Come in whenever the gift is here.
I'm the young mistress of the Lee family. I'm also one of the hosts today. Even if I didn't prepare a gift, you have no right to stop me.
Who would believe that? The Lee family hasn't made public Brother Tingsen's secretly married wife. She says she's the young mistress. Do you believe her?
Young mistress. Sorry, no gift, no entry.
Miss, the congratulatory gift has arrived.
What I gave to the old lady is the 80 million Wen Imperial Jade prayer beads. What shabby thing are you giving?
Can I go in now?
Wait.
What do you want to do again?
Your family has gone bankrupt. Without opening it to check, who knows if it's empty inside?
We can't afford to compensate if it gets damaged.
Jade Fire Lotus. Oh my god.
The Jade Fire Lotus worth 500 million Wen.
This must be fake. Your family is bankrupt. How could you afford to give a Jade Fire Lotus worth 500 million Wen?
You could spend 80 million Wen to buy the jade prayer beads and give it to Mrs. Lee. I give a Jade Fire Lotus worth 500 million Wen. What's so surprising about that?
Yueshi, you can't steal my limelight.
Don't be rude to the miss.
The Yue family has gone bankrupt, but this stray dog you picked up is quite loyal.
Should I shout a few times now? Let all the people in Yunzhou's upper class circle come out and see. What a vicious-looking woman Miss Wen is.
How dare you?
Your brother Tingson. Will he like you in this wild and aggressive state?
You
What? Not convinced?
bitch, enjoy your moment. Once I become Brother Tingson's wife, I'll surely tear you apart.
But right now, I'm still Li Tingson's wife.
Soon you won't be.
Brother Tingson.
Over these 3 years, is this how you've been using the identity of Li Tingson's wife to bully others at will?
Brother Tingson. Bullying others with power. What's that? She used to do countless crazy things just to make you look at her more.
I was young at that time. I was naive. Some people are just not meant to be obtained. So I've long since moved on. I don't love anymore.
Don't love anymore? Since you don't love, then why are you trying to please Grandma with a congratulatory gift?
Brother Tingson, she's giving a jade fire lotus worth 500 million yuan. The old lady will surely love it very much.
500 million yuan? Yue Shi, you really went all out for me.
This jade fire lotus is indeed for the old lady, but not for you.
If you're willing to give the jade fire lotus to Shi Yue, and let her present the congratulatory gift to Grandma, then I'll believe you.
Why should I give my thing to her?
Are you sure it's yours? The money for buying this thing was spent from my private account, right?
The money did go through your account. But it was I who earned it.
Do you have any evidence? In court? Will the judge believe you?
If I wasn't so infatuated with you before, how could I have been so easily manipulated by this kind of man?
Give it or not?
Of course not.
It's not up to you.
You snatched my jade prayer beads before. Now you're eyeing my jade fire lotus. Mr. Li, is the Wen family going bankrupt?
Yueshi, what nonsense are you talking?
Aren't they? I thought Mr. Li was trying so hard to take things from me. To subsidize your old flame.
Don't come near me. Yue Shi, I order you to give the jade fire lotus to Shi Yue right now.
This is worth 500 million yuan. Why should I just give it away because of your words?
Just because I'm in charge here.
Brother Tingson, this lackey is really loyal.
Believe it or not, I'll cripple this lackey today.
Then let's see if you have the ability.
Wen-chan, don't be impulsive. Let him go.
Yes, miss.
There's no place for the two of you at the birthday banquet. Yue Shi, since you're not willing to give the jade fire lotus to Shi Yue, then you can stand here greeting guests with the gift.
Brother Tingson, after all, she's your married wife. Isn't it inappropriate to have her greet guests here?
She's such a despicable and vicious woman. Having her greet guests here is already flattering her.
Yueshi. I told you not to come and embarrass yourself. At such a grand occasion as the old lady's birthday banquet, you don't deserve to be here.
She doesn't deserve to show up. Do you deserve it? All the prominent people in Yunzhou are here, making such a scene at the entrance. Do you think our Li family doesn't have enough gossip material for after dinner chats?
Grandma, I didn't think this through.
Tingson, no matter how big the conflicts are between you and Yue Shi as a couple, you should talk about them behind closed doors at home. How can you come here with an outsider to denounce your own wife?
Yes.
Come in with Grandma. Today, I'll publicly announce that you're the young mistress of the Li family. Put an end to some people's delusions.
Thank you, Grandma.
Brother Tingson, that bitch trapped you for 3 years. Now you let her go, you must have some ulterior motives.
Now that I'm free from her, I'm no longer afraid of any of her schemes.
But the old lady is still kept in the dark. If we don't expose Yuexi's true face right now, I'm worried. I'm worried that the old lady will be harmed by her.
No, she won't have the chance.
Thank you all, dear friends and relatives, for coming. I'm honored to be able to gather with you all at my age. Our Lee family has been in Yunju for generations. Although our family business is a late comer among the wealthy families here, today our Lee family has reached the top of the wealthy families in Yunzhou. My granddaughter in Ha has made an indelible contribution. This is my kind and beautiful granddaughter in Allah, Yueshi. This is my kind, hearted and beautiful granddaughter in law Yueshi.
Madam, it was rumored that back then Mr. Li Tingson, after breaking off the engagement with Miss Wen, the eldest daughter of the Wen family, got secretly married. Is this true?
Yes. Tingson and Yueshi have been married for 3 years. Today, I'm officially announcing to the public that Yueshi is the young mistress of the Li family. And she will be the only future mistress of the Li family. She enjoys the same inheritance rights as Tingson.
Mistress? This is the first time I've heard the Li family speak so highly of someone.
I heard that during the 3 years Mr. Li was abroad, it was this married wife who managed the group. This young mistress is quite remarkable.
No wonder Mrs. Li values this young mistress so much.
Regardless of how much criticism Yueshi has endured in the past, or how much hardship she has suffered, now that she has married into the Li family is her support. From now on, if anyone dares to bully her, they will be the enemy of the entire Li family.
Li Tingson hates me. Because I broke up him and Wen Shaiyue. Madam, why do you show such favoritism towards me? What's the reason?
Mrs. Li, I heard that. This young mistress has abilities and means no less than Mr. Li's. Is it possible that she could replace Mr. Li and take the position of the head of the Li family?
Replace Mr. Li? How is that possible? Li Tingson is of the Li family's bloodline, no matter how capable this young mistress is. She's just a woman from another family. Ha ha ha.
If my granddaughter-in-law has the ability to support the Li family, why can't she be the head of the Li family?
Grandma, what have I done to deserve your such favoritism?
Shishi, you deserve it.
Grandma, I have evidence to prove that the woman beside you is a vicious woman with a heart as venomous as a snake and a scorpion.
What is Li Tingson trying to do?
Tingson, you're becoming more and more disrespectful of the rules.
Grandma, this woman has done so many crazy things. Today, in front of everyone, I'm going to expose her true face.
Tingson, are you regressing? Do you want the whole Yunzhou to talk about the affairs of the Li family?
Grandma, do you know what this woman has done to me in the past 3 years?
Tingson, if you have any complaints, talk about them at home.
Grandma, I will never let this vicious woman go today. This is a chance to strike a fatal blow.
What are you going to do?
Guards, bring it up.
Wasn't the iron cage already destroyed?
Such an important thing. How could I let it be easily destroyed?
What is this iron cage for?
Is it for caging wild beasts?
Just wait and watch the How She. Good show.
Tingson, what are you trying to do by getting someone to bring this thing? Aren't you making Grandma's birthday banquet embarrassing enough?
Grandma? Grandma, please calm down. You'll understand your grandson in a moment. Vicious woman, I'll expose you right now.
Let me go.
This vicious woman, for 3 years, has imprisoned a young man in this iron cage, all to satisfy her licentious desires.
This is Tingson. So, for these 3 years, he wasn't abroad. Instead, he was locked up by this bitch Yue Shi. Yue Shi, how could you imprison a person like this?
Madam,
Shut up. I could kill you right now.
Yueshi, these are the evil deeds you've done before. The retribution you're getting today is well deserved.
This vicious woman, to make that man submit to her, used venomous snakes and wild beasts to intimidate him, cut off his water and food, and even humiliated the man's dignity. You vicious woman. You don't even deserve to live.
Tingson, throw her out right away. Every second she stays here, it dirties my floor.
Not so fast. She should experience the pain others have suffered, not in a hurry. The pain others have endured. I'll make her experience it too.
What are you going to do?
You'll find out soon enough. Shiyu, open the door.
This is for the poor guy you tormented for 3 years. This is a hit for him.
Let me go!
You're so naive. Even if Brother Tingson lets you go, I won't spare you. All the righteous people in the world won't spare you. You'll just have to wait to be trampled to death. Brother Tingson, the iron cage door is open.
Let me go! Let me go!
Hurry up and get her in there.
Let me go! Let me go!
Who will have the last laugh? I've said it before. With just the old lady's favoritism, you won't get far. Break her hands and feet. Are you showing mercy?
Why would I show mercy? No, I hate her. I hate her to the core.
Brother Tingson, this bitch has done so many evil deeds. She deserves to lose her life. Why can't we disable her?
Do you admit your fault?
Lee Tingson. What about you? Do you admit guilt for what you're doing to me right now?
Stubborn to the end.
A despicable wretch like you with a venomous heart should be cut into pieces. Why aren't you two getting to work?
I'd like to see who dares.
Wen-chan, don't interfere. I almost forgot.
And there's you, this lackey. You come at the right time. Help! Brother Tingson!
Let her go.
You release the young miss first.
Help! Save me.
You two, come out. Stop him. Grandma, don't be afraid. I'm here.
Let me go.
Shut up, Wen-can. If you move even a bit more, I'll kill her.
Don't you touch her.
Can't bear to see her get hurt? Then you take the beating for her. Beat him hard!
Stop. Stop.
Bitch, once your lackey is dead, let's see how you can still act so arrogantly.
Wen-chan. Wen-chan. Mr. Lee, I beg you. Tell them to stop. Hurry and stop. I was wrong. I shouldn't have fallen in love with you. I shouldn't have thought myself worthy of you. As long as you let Wenkin go, I promise. I'll never appear in front of you again.
For a bodyguard? You're willing to never see me again?
I will definitely keep my word. As long as you release Wen-chan. We'll leave Yunzhou immediately. Please.
You're actually willing to leave me for a dog?
I just want you to release Wen-kan. Lee Tingson. I don't want the money. I can leave the marriage with nothing. Release him. I'm begging you to release him.
Shiyue, let go.
Brother Tingson, she's full of honeyed words and has a malicious heart. We can't let her go.
Everyone in Yunzhou knows what a vicious woman she is. Even if I let her go, she won't have an easy time.
Brother Tingson, you're just going to forgive her like this?
Beg me for mercy.
Please forgive us.
You two. You and that lackey.
Lee Tingson. I've been chasing you for years. I'm done chasing. I know you're growing more and more disgusted with me. So I'm proposing a divorce. I'm sincere.
Done chasing me, and now you want a divorce? But my revenge is just beginning.
What do you want?
I'll torture you slowly until you die.
Fine. The wrongdoings I've committed. Don't implicate others. Release Wen-kan. Come at me.
You're actually sacrificing yourself for him. What is he anyway? He's just a dog your family keeps.
Yes. Wen-kan is just a dog my family keeps. So, Mr. Lee, please be kind. Can you spare an insignificant dog?
Brother Tingson, you can't let this bitch and her lackey go.
I'll handle my own affairs.
Brother Tingson, I'm just saying that today, everyone in Yunzhou knows that the Lee family has been deceived by such a vicious woman for 3 years. But the Lee family magnanimously let her go. Where will the Lai family's dignity and reputation be in the future?
Tingson letting this kind of social scum go is like helping the evildoers.
Grandma, how do you want to deal with it?
Beat her to death with clubs.
No.
Why not? The Lee family is the top wealthy family in Yunzhou. She deceived the Lee family with her hypocritical appearance. This is what she deserves.
There are still company affairs, big and small. I still need some time to hand them over to her. How about turning her over to the police?
No. This matter can't be handed over to the police.
Why?
No reason. Since you want to let her off, then break her legs and drive her out of the Lai family.
Brother Tingson, this vicious woman doesn't deserve your sympathy.
Breaking her legs is already very merciful. Tingson, this is decided by Grandma. Servants,
Yes!
break this bitch's legs for me.
Yes!
Stop. Don't you hurt the young miss.
Wenkin,
Young miss, I won't let anything happen to you.
I don't blame anyone. I've done so many bad things. All this was bound to come sooner or later.
They're the ones who are sorry to you. The Lee family is sorry to you.
You're so loyal to protect your master, then I'll grant your wish.
Lee Tingson, what are you trying to do?
Break his legs and throw him out.
Lee Tingson, come at me. Don't you hurt him?
I'll make you watch with your own eyes how I cripple him. Beat him.
No, Wenkin.
Yuishi, he's just a lackey. You're already heartbroken after a few hits, but you tortured me to the death. Do you really love me?
I don't.
Beat him? Hit harder.
Lee Tingson, you're assaulting someone in public. The law will punish you. Is that so?
Do one. 0 0 0 15 333 0 0s 19,000. The person I'm beating stole antiques worth hundreds of millions from the Lee family. We caught him red-handed. 11 zeros, you 2266, a zero, CO 23,700. Even if I beat him to death, the law will be on my side. 13 zeros, 34 8 scouting, it's 6, Shirom 0, CO 36, 1 CS free. Ah! If you take one more step forward, I'll take his life.
Lee Tingson, you're really a devil.
Compared to you, I'm far from it.
Let her go, Lee Tingson. You'll regret this. You owe her this. The Lee family owes the Yu family.
Mr. Lee, this man's legs are broken. He's passed out. 25. 00. 01. 14. The 666. Zauri. 0. 01. 15. 7 Pion Zaur 60 CS. Should we keep beating him?
Ah! Wen-chan. Lee Tingson. He's going to die. I won't live if he dies.
You really surprised me.
Lee Tingson, we don't want the money. I'm begging you, let us go, okay? 34. 0. 01. 36,533. 0. 01. 37,400. Brother Tingson.
Even if this lackey's legs are broken, you can't let this bitch Yueshi go easily. 37. 0. 01. 43. 333. 0. 01. 45. 400. Today is Grandma's 80th birthday.
I just wanted to expose this vicious woman's true face. As for how to deal with her, I have my own plans.
But Brother Tingson...
Letting you leave the marriage with nothing today is my greatest kindness to you. 44. 0002 06 760 sing 0002 09533. Whether it's leaving with nothing or not.
From now on, we'll never meet again.
Servants, throw these two trash out.
Yes.
Bitch, you're incredibly audacious. How dare you imprison Brother Tingson 3 000 16566 R000 21 466. If I wasn't bold, how could I get Lee Tingson? Today is the old lady's birthday. Just you wait. Sooner or later, Brother Tingson will tear you to pieces.
You're so pitiful.
You're on the verge of death, yet you still dare to provoke me.
Wen Shiwei, so what if you're his fiancé? I'm the one who married him. And I'm the one who had him. Aren't you, the fiancé, pitiful?
You'll be thrown out onto the street like a dog in front of all the powerful and noble people in Yunzhou. 16. 001 Sao. 100. 011 166. You're even more pitiful.
So what? Lee Tingson still can't bear to part with me. But you? All you get from him is his neglect.
This bitch! Bitch! Don't pretend to be dead. I know you're faking it.
Lee Tingson. What a coincidence.
How much is it?
Put it all on my tab. What a coincidence. Let me buy you a drink.
No need.
You're welcome.
If the Lee family hadn't used underhanded means to seize the Yue family's business channels, the Yue family wouldn't have run out of funds. and they definitely wouldn't have ended up with their family broken and in ruin.
Madam, your decision to have young Master Tingson marry Miss Yueshi can be considered as compensation to the Yue family. The spirits of Yueshi's parents in heaven won't blame the Li family either.
Sigh. After all, I still feel uneasy.
Family broken and in ruin. I must get revenge. I won't let any of the Li family members go. On our wedding night, Li Tingson, if you don't cooperate with me, then you'll just have to be trapped here.
Yueshi, you threatened Grandma to force me to marry you, and now you're treating me like this. Do you believe I'll tear you apart?
Kill your wife on the wedding night? Li Tingson, if you kill me, your good days will be over.
Vicious woman, let me go.
No.
When I get out, I'll strip you naked and parade you through the streets.
You won't be able to get out. I've already told everyone that the two of us have gone on our honeymoon. And starting from today, you, Li Tingson, will be staying abroad all the time. Everyone in the Li family and the Li group will be under my full charge.
What does this vicious woman want?
You. You know I like you. I'm waiting for you to sincerely fall for me.
Bah! It'll never happen in this lifetime.
Oh, then you can slowly enjoy your time being locked in this iron cage. So, my infatuation with Li Tingson was just a cover. Controlling Li Tingson and getting a grip on the Li family's finances was the real goal. It took losing my memory once to see your goodness.
Miss, what's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Miss, it's me who dragged you down.
Wen-chan, it's my fault. I got you involved. Can you still hold on?
I can.
Wait for me here for a while. I'll go back to get revenge and then come back to take you away.
Miss, don't go.
If not now, I'm afraid my hatred and anger will fade with time. And I'll lose the determination to face death unflinchingly.
Miss, wait until I recover. I'll fight back for you.
No. Li Tingson hit me hard today. I want to fight back myself.
Young and beautiful, and in good health. Ha ha ha. Xiao Liu. Eat and drink well. Ha ha ha. Very good. Very good.
May the old lady be as blessed as the boundless sea, and live as long as the southern mountains. Is that okay? Okay, thank you.
Wish the old lady a long life filled with happiness and longevity. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. I also hope that our noble families can, in the future, cooperate more and benefit each other. It still depends on Mr. Li to give us more opportunities.
Definitely.
Yeshi. Brother Tingson, what does Yeshi want to do? You've already let her off once. Why does she keep provoking you?
Someone sees her.
This bitch. She's actually quite capable.
Yueshi. Tingson let you go just now. Instead of repenting, you come to provoke again. Do you think our Lee family is easy to bully?
Yeshi, do you think you have too long a life?
Today is the old lady's 80th birthday. Dare you tell the truth in front of all the powerful and noble people in Yunzhou?
Yeshi, if you act recklessly again, don't blame me for being ruthless.
Put away your arrogance. Get out of the way.
You're courting death.
Our Lee family has a clear conscience and fears no rumors. What truth are we afraid to tell?
Mrs. Lee. 3 years ago, the bankruptcy of the Yue family was masterminded by the Lee family, wasn't it?
Yeshi, what nonsense are you talking? Yeshi, what nonsense are you spouting?
Am I spouting nonsense? I'd like Mrs. Lee to answer. Was the bankruptcy of the Yue family masterminded by the Lee family?
Could it be that the bankruptcy of the Yue family 3 years ago was really related to the Lee family?
Is this the reason why before Mrs. Lee showed special favor to this young mistress?
Keep watching.
Grandma, this bitch is deliberately making trouble, right?
Your parents ran their company into the ground, and now you're blaming the Lee family? You should have some basis for your rumors.
Vicious woman, I'll sue you for slander.
The conversation between Mrs. Lee and someone else in the morning hall 3 years ago. I've kept it on my phone all this time. I think I should play it for all these noble guests here. Mr. Lee exposed my insidious and cunning true face in front of all the powerful and noble people in Yunzhou. Now I'll expose the crimes of your Lee family in front of everyone. 21. Z001-466. E001-06000. Reveal the crimes of your Lee family.
Grandma,
This bitch is cornered. She's deliberately trying to smear the Lee family. You know her character best.
but what's that thing in her hand?
It must be something to create an illusion. It's not believable.
Then I'll play it for everyone to hear.
If the Lee family hadn't snatched the Yue family's business channels, the Yue family wouldn't have run out of funds, alas. And they definitely wouldn't have ended up in a situation where the family was broken and in ruin.
Madam, your decision to let Tingson marry UAC can be regarded as compensation to the Yue family. The spirits of UAC's parents in heaven won't blame the Lee family.
After all, I still feel uneasy.
So what Yueshi has been hiding is the truth about the Yue family's bankruptcy. At that time, I only noticed that it was Yueshi who married Brother Tingson. I actually overlooked such important information.
Mrs. Lee, do you remember now?
Grandma, was the bankruptcy of the Yue family really caused by the Lee family?
Mrs. Lee, besides the recording, I also have surveillance videos. Do I need to play them for everyone to see?
No need.
So, are you admitting that the Lee family caused the Yue family's bankruptcy?
Your Yue family's bankruptcy. Our Lee family is responsible. But in the business world, One gains profits by ability. It's a case of the winner takes all. It's fate, and you have to accept it.
The winner takes all. Oomph, what a bandit's logic.
So, the opportunities the Lee family got 3 years ago were snatched. It turns out I was the one who was sorry to him. Then, did he really imprison me for 3 years, just because he was infatuated with me? How much of his feelings for me are genuine? Stop!
Mr. Lee, I haven't finished speaking yet. I won't take the old lady's life.
Yueshi, the Lee family owes the Yu family. I'm willing to spend the rest of my life making up for it.
Really? But just now, Mr. Lee broke my brother's legs and threw me and Wen Chan out like trash.
Yueshi? I'm sorry, I didn't know about what happened 3 years ago.
Don't act all fake with me here. For 3 years, did you ever stop for a minute thinking about killing me?
Yueshi?
You hate me to the bone. It's really hard for you to show this false sense of guilt now. If I were any stupider, I'd believe you.
I was too extreme. That's why I deliberately opposed you. If I had known, I would have.
You would have just given in to me.
Yueshi, actually, when we were young, I was attracted to you. I admired your straightforwardness and enthusiasm. Everything changed when we were suddenly forced together. I forgot how I felt about you. All that was left was endless hatred. Attracted?
I can't afford your so-called attraction. Give it to some woman who fancies you.
Yueshi.
Shut up. Mrs. Lee, I'll ask you one more question. Were my parents' deaths related to the Lee family?
Of course not. The Lee family and the Yue family were just business rivals. We had no dealings with each other on a daily basis.
I don't believe it.
This is the truth. It was your father who couldn't handle things. He committed suicide by jumping off a building at the slightest setback. Your mother followed him in death. Your parents were just too weak.
If your Lee family hadn't blocked our way and snatched resources, how could my father have been pushed to that point?
So, you're here to demand an explanation.
Most of the Lee family's decisions were made by Mrs. Lee. So, the chief culprit who caused my family to be destroyed is you, Mrs. Lee.
Business is like a battlefield. Your parents just couldn't afford to lose.
Mrs. Lee, there are rules and bottom lines everywhere. The tragedy of my family was caused by you breaking the moral bottom line of businessmen.
Yueshi, you don't understand the rules of business. I can understand the pain of your losing your parents. You made a scene at my birthday banquet today. I can let it go. Go back, now. I'll find another time to talk to you in detail.
The knife I brought in today won't leave here without drawing the blood of someone from the Lee family. I'm not leaving. You destroyed my family. Stabbing you once in front of all the powerful and noble people in Yunzhou isn't too much, is it?
Yueshi.
I'll take this stab for you.
What? You want to take the stab for her?
Yes.
Do you think I'll be soft-hearted again? No. You crippled Wen Chan's legs. This stab is on behalf of Wen Can.
Tingson. Hurry, call a doctor.
Brother Tingson, how could you be so stupid? Yueshi, how dare you actually hurt Brother Tingson? Your heart is so vicious.
Miss Wen, are you daydreaming? Even if I stabbed him to death, it would be justified.
You vicious woman.
As Mrs. Lee said, the Lee family destroyed my family. Even if I stabbed one of the Lee family members to death, the law would still be on my side.
This is the Lee family's place. Aren't you afraid you won't get out alive?
Ah,
Do you think I'm afraid?
Doctor! Quick, find a doctor!
Brother Tingson. Brother Tingson, how are you?
Yueshi? Have you ever truly loved me?
Never.
Impossible.
My infatuation with you was just a shield.
You said, among all the men in the world, no one could catch your eye except me.
I've never loved you.
Impossible.
Lee Tingson, I hope we'll never see each other again for the rest of our lives.
No, I don't agree.
Brother Tingson, don't follow her anymore. Let's go to the hospital, okay?
You go back.
Brother Tingson, Yueshi is convinced that it was the Lee family who caused the destruction of the Yue family. She must hate you and the Lee family to the core. So no matter what you do, she won't appreciate it.
I don't need her to appreciate it.
Brother Tingson, let's go to the hospital first, shall we? Take care of your body. Then think about how to make it up to Yueshi, okay? The bandage on your wound is hasty. You won't be able to hold on. Let's not worry the old lady, okay?
Yueshi, I deliberately ignored you for 3 years. Now I'm finally reaping what I sowed. Now, I must win you back. Make you fall in love with me again.
Brother Tingson, what's so good about Yueshi? She begged you for 3 years. Trampled on your self-esteem, and today she stabbed you. She doesn't deserve your love at all.
I can forgive her for anything she does to me.
What about me? I'm your fiancé. You broke off our engagement and married someone else. I waited for you for 3 years. What does my devotion count for?
Shiyue? You deserve someone better.
No, I only love you. I only want you.
Yueshi used to say the same thing every day. Shiyue? Anityo, Shiyue. Yueshi and I are destined to be entangled for a lifetime. I belong to her.
No, it can't.
Shiyue, don't be persistent anymore. In my heart, except for Yueshi, there won't be any other woman.
Impossible. You clearly loved me before.
It's always been Yueshi who made my heart flutter.
But you agreed to get engaged to me back then. Wasn't it because you loved me?
No.
You don't love me? If you don't love me, why did you get engaged to me? Why did you give me hope?
Shiyue. In terms of feelings, I can't give you what you want. In terms of finances, the 5 billion yuan compensation for breaking off the engagement back then, I gave you enough compensation.
No, I don't want money.
Uh-huh.
Yuishi.
You'd rather endure Yueishi's torment and revenge than accept me. I'm just a joke in your eyes.
Wenchan, wake up. Hold on, I'll take you to the hospital right now.
Yuishi, are you okay?
I don't want to see you.
Yuishi. I'm sorry, Yuishi. If I had known about what happened 3 years ago, I wouldn't have resisted you for these 3 years. I swear I'll do my best to make it up to you from now on.
How do you want to make up for it?
Let's not get divorced. I'll give you everything in the Lee family.
And?
And we'll be a real couple. I won't deliberately reject you anymore. I won't push you away again.
Is that all? Don't you still think that I'd die without you?
If you need material or financial compensation, just say the word, and I'll satisfy you.
I want my parents alive. Can your compensation bring my parents back? Can it bring back my father's decades of hard work?
I'm sorry, Yeshi. The dead cannot be brought back to life. Except for this. I can satisfy you with anything else.
Compensation that can't bring back my parents' lives is worthless.
Give me another chance. Okay?
You broke Wenchan's legs. If I ask you to pay him back now, do you dare? Hypocritical.
If you want me to pay him back, I will. Yueshi now? Are you willing to give me another chance?
I only said you should pay back this stab. I didn't say I'd give you a chance.
Yueshi,
Brother Tingson. Brother Tingson. Hold on a little longer. We'll go to the hospital right away.
Miss, you've dismissed all the servants and guards, and right now I can't even help you. Instead, I'm holding you back. I'm really good for nothing.
Wenshan, don't say that. It's me who got you involved. I made you suffer such serious injuries.
Miss, my life was given by the Yue family. Protecting you is a mission engraved deep in my bones and blood.
Wenshan, when you recover from your injuries, let's leave Yunzhou.
Okay, I'll support whatever choice you make.
Thank you, Wenshan.
Yueshi,
Mr. Lee still has the nerve to show up here. Aren't you afraid of being locked in a cage by me again?
I've already brought the cage. If you're willing, I'll go in by myself.
I'm no longer interested in keeping pets. I can't satisfy Mr. Lee's such strange hobby. Please leave.
Yueshi, I know about the key you tattooed on me. I've transferred all my shares and property under my name to your name as a gift. Now, the entire Lee family, including me, is working for you.
The Lee family forced my parents to death for such petty interests. They managed to reach the peak with great difficulty today, but you, a prodigal, gave it all away so easily. Mr. Lee, don't act so recklessly.
Hasn't Mr. Lee been expelled from the family tree? The Lee family's achievements today are also thanks to you. So what I did isn't excessive.
Mr. Lee has already signed the divorce agreement. The property given to me as a gift has nothing to do with you at all.
Miss, are you going to accept his gift?
Of course I will.
Then could you try to give me another chance?
Do you deserve it?
A lifetime is long. I can wait.
Then wait slowly.
Let me do it. Let me do it.
Mr. Lee, you're lame. Don't bother trying to serve me.
I'm not serving you. I'm trying to share the burden for Yueshi.
Humph. I can't afford it.
Let me do it.
Hey, Shixi, let me do it. Let me.
Mr. Lee, you'd better leave.
Didn't Yueshi dismiss all the servants at home? I came here specially to help. What are you holding in your hand?
Wenchen needs to relieve himself. I'll help him.
His legs are disabled. He's not paralyzed.
Still, it's not convenient for him.
Let me do it.
Oh, how can I trouble you? Where's Mr. Lee?
It's no trouble. Your business is my business.
Then I'll wait outside.
Mr. Lee, don't you realize that you're an eyesore here? Mr. Lee can really bend and stretch.
Why are you so careless? Since you've fallen to the ground, get up and deal with it yourself.
Then I'll have to trouble Mr. Lee to wheel me in.
Humph.
Mr. Lee, I'm counting on you.
Brother, do you need any help?
No need. Just stay outside.
Mr. Lee,
Can't I do it myself?
I can't handle this alone.
Then just sit down.
If Mr. Lee is not willing to, I'll have to ask Miss to help me.
I'll do it.
Thank you.
Miss Wen, what brings you here uninvited?
Yueshi, does the agreement we signed before still count?
2 billion.
Yes, I'll give you 2 billion. You have to divorce Brother Tingson and leave him.
I've already signed the divorce agreement with Lee Tingson. Now it's time for Miss Wen to fulfill the contract, isn't it? Give me the money.
But you haven't left yet. Ting Ting. I want you to leave right now.
I will leave. What are you waiting for? You broke Wenchen's legs. How do you expect us to leave?
You've always been crafty. This must be an excuse for you to keep pestering Brother Tingson.
Think whatever you like.
Yueshi.
Don't mess with me. I'm not someone to be trifled with. I was once like you. I was so crazy about a man that I forgot myself. Lee Tingson isn't worth it. I was so infatuated with him.
And Brother Tingson started to care about you. Now you're saying such hypocritical things in front of me. You're really disgusting.
Li Tingson cares about me?
Yueshi, Brother Tingson treats you differently all because you don't seem to care. If I tell Brother Tingson that you're going to get engaged to another man, he will surely change his mind.
What?
Men always think the things they can't get are the best. They always look down on those who run after them.
If you think so, you can give it a try.
Brother Tingson. Brother Tingson. What is this? What is this? Why are you holding such filthy things? You're the head of the Li family, the richest man in Yunzhou.
What are you here for?
Brother Tingson, I'm here to tell you that I'd like to invite you to my engagement ceremony.
Engagement ceremony? Yours?
I knew it. To deal with a Tianji Zhaolusi like Brother Tingson, rejecting him and making him unable to have you is the way to catch his attention. Yes, it's mine. So, Brother Tingson, you can rest assured I'm not here to pester you.
Congratulations.
I said I'm getting engaged. I won't wait for you anymore, Brother Tingson.
That's good. I hope you won't be ungrateful like me. And let go of the one you love. Shiyue, I wish you all the best.
I said I'm getting engaged. How could you react like this?
What kind of reaction do you want? Isn't my best wish not enough?
No, of course not. When Yueshi said she cared more about Wenchen, you were almost furious. But what about me? I'm getting engaged. Yet you're just giving me such a calm blessing. Why?
You don't want my blessing? I've also said that I'll give you a generous gift.
I don't want these, I don't want them.
There's nothing else I can give.
Brother Tingson, we were meant to be together. You got married, and I waited for you for 3 years. Can't you really see me?
I'm sorry. I've always been narrow-minded. There's only room for one person in my heart.
It's Yueshi.
Mr. Li, at this point, don't use me as a shield.
In fact, my heart has always been yours. I have no right to ask you to wait for me. So this time, let me chase after you.
Huh.
Brother Tingson.
If you have nothing else to do, you can leave. Outsiders are not welcome in this villa.
I'm not here to watch you two show your love, to see how affectionate you are to another woman. How long has Yueshi loved you? That's how long I've loved you. My love is no less than hers. And I've never hurt you. Yueshi loves you. But she has also hurt you deeply. Why? Why do you still choose her in the end?
No reason. I'm just following my heart.
Brother Tingson, if I die, will you be sad?
No.
But what if I die right in front of you? Die because of you? Won't you feel guilty?
Stop being silly.
I want you to feel guilty for the rest of your life.
Wen Shiyue, even if you really die, he won't feel guilty for a lifetime.
Yueshi, you must be delighted now. Brother Tingson is yours.
Miss Wen. Since you've realized that Li Tingson doesn't love you, why would you give up your life for a man who doesn't love you? Why sacrifice your life? Before I just thought you were arrogant. But I never thought you'd be this stupid.
Shut up. If Brother Tingson doesn't love me, then I'll make him remember me in another way for the rest of his life.
Wei Shi is right. I won't feel guilty. If you die, I'll give the Wen family an amount of money, enough to soothe the pain of your parents.
Brother Tingson, do you really have to be so heartless to me?
I've never had feelings for you. If you die, I'll give the Wen family a consolation payment. After giving the money, naturally, I won't feel guilty.
Miss Wen, it's your own life. If you don't cherish it yourself, why should you expect others to value it? I hope she can figure it out. Let's go out and get some sun.
Okay.
Hello?
Mr. Lee, something terrible has happened. The old lady has had a heart attack. Hurry, she can barely hold on.
Okay, I'll rush there right away. Sixi, grandmother has had a heart attack. I have to go to the hospital immediately. After grandmother is out of danger, I'll come back to be with you.
Don't waste time. Go quickly.
You must wait for me. Don't wander around. Got it?
Go quickly.
On her deathbed, grandmother was repenting for the Li family's attacks on the Yue family. Even at the end of her life, she still hoped to bring Yue Shi back, to be the mistress of the Li family. Shishi, I'm back, Shikshi.
Sunshine Orphanage expresses its gratitude to Miss Yue Shi for her donation of $1 billion. Happy Nursing Home expresses its gratitude to Miss Yue Shi for her donation of $1 billion. Hope Primary School expresses its gratitude to Miss Yue Shi for her donation of $1 billion. The Disabled Persons Association expresses its gratitude to Miss Yue Shi for her donation of $1 billion. Dawn Library expresses its gratitude to Miss Yue Shi for her donation of 100,000 books. Intercontinental Museum expresses its gratitude to Miss Yue Shi for her donation of cultural relics worth $1 billion.
Li Tingson, Wenchen, and I are leaving. In this life, no more meetings. Don't think of me.
Yue Shi, no matter where you go, to the ends of the earth, I will find you.
Shiyue, this is my 99th proposal. Marry me.
Rather than chasing someone who doesn't love me, it's better to give a chance to someone who loves me. Okay.
Really? You really agreed? The girl I've been chasing for 10 years finally agreed to marry me today. I'm so happy. For the rest of my life, I'll love you wholeheartedly. Love only you. You're the one and only for me.
Honey, I finally found you.
Mom,
You already have a child? No. It must be an orphan you adopted.
Dad.
You loved me for half your life. I chased you for several years, but in the end, we still missed each other. I've completely lost you.
Shiwei, this is my 99th marriage proposal. Marry me.
Rather than running after someone who doesn't love me, it's better to give a chance to someone who loves me. Okay.
Really? You really agreed? The girl I've been chasing for 10 years finally agreed to marry me today. I'm so happy. For the rest of my life, I'll love you wholeheartedly. I'll love only you. You're the only one for me.
Honey, I finally found you.
Dad,
You've got a child. No, it must be an orphan you adopted.
Dad.
I'm not here to break up this family. I'm here to join this family.
Huh. All right, son.